Touring is high-contact pack racing, where the emphasis is on the ability to overtake with confidence. Competing in cars with closely matched specifications, teammates must work together to improve their standings over a championship. Race weekends are often split into multiple rounds at the same location, where grid order is reversed for the second round.
What is up, guys? Welcome to AETERNO UK with myself, Joe, and today I'm going to be bringing you episode number 1 of my Grid Autosport career mode, and we are going to be doing a touring car series, starting off with the Category C cars. And season 1, we are here at the Istanbul Park circuit, a circuit that I really do enjoy, and as we come over the line to go third fastest, this is our main qualifying lap that we did. As we come through turn 1, we've actually turned the racing line off, so that's an assist I would usually use on F1 2013, which I've ditched, running with everything off except for manual gears. I'm running automatic gears, and I've also got ABS on. But we're down on our first sector time as we slide the corner in nicely. That is a corner or turn, a turn I've not been able to master fully at the moment, but it's a circuit that I definitely have enjoyed in the past, and this is the only extra little bit of section. We're running on the intermediate circuit, so this is a little bit of section of track which I've been struggling on, but you'll probably be able to see as we progress through the weekend I get more used to it. But we're purple through Sector 2, and I'm really enjoying these touring cars. This is probably the equivalent to your British touring cars. We've got like Ford Focuses, Honda Civics, Chevy. I don't know what the Chevy. I can't think what model it is off the top of my head, but it's some kind of Chevrolet. And yeah, it's basically just like not hot hatchbacks, just sort of like normal The hot hatchbacks are in the street section, I believe. But yeah, these are just sort of like your British touring cars. But as we come around the final corner, it's a pretty clean lap, to be fair, and we're over the line for a 132.5. That gets us 4th position on the grid. And the format that we're going to be running is a 6-lap race for race 1, which is 2 times race distance, and then a 3-lap reverse grid race for race number 2. But we're off the line now in 4th position. We've obviously got the 2 Raven Wests at the front. They are untouchable, it seems, on this game. But we'll give it our best shot. We've out-qualified one of the kickers, actually, and that's sort of one of the Forges, I believe, Aaron O'Sullivan. It's a really nice livery. I actually don't mind riding behind the Forges, because it's actually a really nice red, white and blue livery. But yeah, we've managed to let Evan Kennedy in the team kicker just get a little bit ahead. But as you can see, we've got a little bit of a trolley train going on behind us. O'Sullivan is catching up. We seem to be so slow in a straight line. You know, the setup capabilities are low, I believe, but we've got nearly taken out the AI. Very aggressive to try and overtake me, and they have come flooding past, which is something you probably wouldn't see at F1 2013, as they're trying to take each other out. One of the Monster Energy cars and one of the Forge cars, and we're down into 8th position. Sophie Muller is just ahead of us, so they're looking to go down the inside of one of the Monster Energy cars, and we're just going to try and pick up the pieces if we can, if they try and take each other out, which the kicker and the Forge seem to have been doing. But we're actually up to 7th position. Muller seems to have probably outbraked themselves, and yeah, we're up to 7th place, and we get another tag from behind from Axel Berg, which is unfortunate, but as we brake nicely into the 50-meter board, we have just about escaped that. I'm really enjoying the touring cars. You know, touring cars, especially like British touring cars. I must have said touring cars about 500 times in that sentence. But yeah, touring cars aren't really the sort of discipline that I've enjoyed on previous games like Forza Motorsport. But I've got to say that, you know, this is the first grid game that I've ever bought, and I actually pre-ordered it, which was probably quite a bold thing to do. But after watching quite a lot of things on YouTube, I decided to pre-order it, as we're actually up to 6th position now. But yeah, it's something that I just wanted a little bit of a change, and I was loving the sort of preview builds that I was seeing, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm going to be hopefully bringing you a full review of the game in the next couple of weeks as we go down the inside of one of the Forge cars, and as you can see, it's very good defending from the AI. Although we do manage to barge past, which is kind of what touring cars is all about. Very, very good defending from the AI. But yeah, touring cars are something that I'm really, really enjoying. It's just a little bit different, you know, like the reverse grid in the second race. I mean, it mixes it up nicely. I love being able to change the race distance, like being able to do a 6-lap race and then a 3-lap race. Whereas on Forza Motorsport, you've got a feeling of bit of a rigidity to it. But as we now closing out lap 6, we've been overtaken on the final corner by O'Sullivan, and we've got up to 5th, but we've lost it. Oh my word, that was so cruel on the final corner. But we come over the line for a very, very respectable 6th place. I more than take that in our lovely Razor livery, for gamers by gamers. And yeah, it's a lovely, lovely livery. It's just a shame that we don't actually get to see it in the cockpit. But yeah, with 6th position, who's that? Wittgenstein takes the fastest lap, which is very, very surprising that it isn't one of the Raven Wests. But with 6th position, so we are going to be starting, is that 12th on the reverse grid? Razor in 4th place, our teammate doesn't seem to have done much. Although I think, you know, he's a decent-ish teammate compared to some of the open wheel stuff that I've done. If you're wondering why I'm doing touring cars rather than open wheel, it just seems to be that everybody's doing open wheel. We're actually starting 11th place. And we've got off the line, and O'Sullivan starts behind us. I'm determined to try and beat him in this race. Now, this is very, very interesting in the bottom left corner. If you haven't seen any Grid Autosport gameplay, which I'd be very surprised if anybody hadn't here, but basically you get your teammate to choose whether he's going to attack or defend or whatever. And on the reverse grid races, this is something that's going to be very, very interesting. I've actually kept it a balance at the moment, but I believe I tell him to attack later on. You know, try and get him as far up as possible, and then when I try and hopefully get up near into the lead, I'll tell him to defend so that I can catch up a bit, as we get a penalty by going over the white lines, and that is completely taken us, you know, out of the equation at the moment by slowing us down. We've actually been passed by about 5 million cars, but we actually try and go up the inside of the Raven West, which is a very, very risky move. It's such a fast car in the BMW 1 Series. I believe he pushes us off so badly, and have we got through? I think we might have. No, we haven't. It's Aaron Westley, and we've got Nathan McCain in the other Raven West just behind us, with Aaron O'Sullivan. I believe that's the Forge in last, but God, we've got a tag 3 times on this straight now. The AI very, very keen to try and overtake us. Oh my God, we've completely gone into an absolute cluster of cars. As we now try and go up the inside, which seems a more sensible option, but they are crashing into each other left, right and centre. Now this is what touring cars is all about, is trying to muscle your way through the pack. And I would highly, highly recommend, if you've got the game, to go and try the touring cars, because it's never been my favourite discipline. I was expecting to do some endurance and open wheel, but I've ended up doing touring cars, so yeah, it's something that I've really, really enjoyed. The discipline is just so good. And we're in 9th place as we've been passed by the Cusco, and there's a car spinning out. I believe that's an Oakley that's spun out. And yeah, I think it's really, really good, because you've got all the different liveries from the, you know, actually like nice liveries, rather than just having like plain, like on Forza you just like got plain red, plain blue livery. You've actually got like team names as well, and team mates. As you can see, I've told him to attack. He's in 2nd place. I'm hoping that he can get up into the lead, and then he can sort of like park the bus a little bit on the last lap. But we're in 6th position, and he's still in 2nd. No, he isn't. He's up to 1st now, Diego Gomez. So that's good. I'll probably tell him to defend once I actually notice. Yes, I have now noticed, and I've told him to defend, as you could probably see. But yeah, we're coming over the line for the start of the final lap of this race. And it's been a great, great race. I've thoroughly enjoyed racing around this Istanbul Park circuit. I'll probably try and do some open wheel around here, maybe a bit of online gameplay. Possibly start a league up or something and include some of the old F1 circuits. Maybe try Brands Hatch as well. But now as we go around the outside, there's oh my God, there's like a proper train of cars going on. We've got the Liqui Moly cars going a bit wide there, but we actually get a penalty for going too tight into those corners. But we've actually managed to still get up into 5th place past Safi Muller in the, I believe that's the Forge, and we've got a Liqui Moly car with no rear bumper, and it looks he's got no rear spoiler either, so I have no idea what's happened to it. But we're going to try and negotiate our way down the inside as we damaged our steering now. But not to worry, we're going to try and slipstream, which isn't like huge in this game, and that's like a feature of touring cars. Nowhere near as much slipstreaming as in your open wheel stuff, which is understandable. You know, nowhere near as much downforce. But now we're in 4th position. We're going to try and get a podium, maybe as the Liqui Moly car goes into the Cusco. And we're going to try and take a nice wide line, or sorry, nice narrow line, so we can get a lovely exit out of this final corner. And they're still tussling. We've taken a beautiful line, and we're not going to get the win, are we? Oh, we've only gone and done it. We've passed our teammate on the final straight. A triple overtake on the final corner. We even handbrake turn it successfully over the line to take our first win, and we get completely clattered by the kicker car. But wow, that was really enjoyable, and thoroughly enjoyed racing and commentating on it as well. So 20 points in the bag. That's great stuff. And I believe our teammate did come second, so it's a Razor 1-2. That really is 4 gamers by gamers. And as you can see, we're leading the drivers' standings as we go into round 2. Excuse me. So yeah, next time, guys, we will be at Sepang, I believe. As you can see, we're only 1 point off the Raven West. I doubt that will stay the same come Sepang. But yeah, we'll be there next time, guys, in the Category C Touring Cars once more for the second part of this Season 1 in the Touring Cars. And that's about it for today. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.